And I came across this, again, Storyteller. It's got a lot of good tweets. And funny enough, I wanted to talk about this one because this is Richard's favorite quote. I think he's talked about that before and all that. But nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan "Press On" has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race. So I thought that was interesting in and of itself, just to kind of talk about, again, people, how long do we have to wait? Waiting for a long time, been delaying gratification, all this stuff. Talked about the other day with Kong, Crypto Kong. When you're in the disbelief phase, do you know you're in the disbelief phase? Or do you just think that, or you just see that and think, oh, is everyone else in disbelief phase? Interesting to like zoom out and have the perspective of, okay, are we all in disbelief? Or are we all just kind of, waiting on something to happen that is so amazing? It's just taking a while and no one can control it, and we don't know when it is, but we believe it's unreasonable that not just our ecosystem, but a lot of other ecosystems that haven't just had upward momentum and just carried it on up to some sort of glorious top or otherwise. Why wouldn't it happen, right? So I think these kinds of phrases, ways of thinking, mindset and stuff is pretty cool. And definitely having a founder who shares that as, again, what if I remember correctly, is his one of his favorite quote, at least one of his favorite quotes, is it's pretty telling about how we are not alone, that sort of thing. You can kind of allude that in other tweets as well, as far as wanting the glory. But then I scrolled up, and I talked about this before. Sometimes Richard goes on a tweet storm. I'll read it. I'll either get it, not get it, whatever. Maybe I'll come back to it later. That's when I scrolled up and I read it again. And when I read it again, it felt like he was saying something a little more than what I saw the first time. So the tweet is, everyone wants to make viral content, but it seems that what goes viral is nearly random. And many successes are just from staying at it so long. You can go back and watch old videos back when Joe Rogan had no viewers and was promoting his first sponsor, Fleshlight. Keep doing good things. Now, when I read that again, I think, and many successes are just from staying at it so long. Little clues here. I mean, he's had plenty of tweets have been like, hang in there. Things are going okay. Staying with things long enough tends to be rewarding. Like all kinds of different things you can read from it, either directly saying it or alluding to it or otherwise. And then keep doing good things. I don't know, just something about this. There's these, if you read between the lines of these tweets, to me, it just seems like he just keeps saying, hey, stick with it. It'll be worth it. Like that's my translation. He's not directly saying that. Again, I think he goes out of his way to make any promises or expectations. So I think you could make a clear case. He kind of has to talk in a way that doesn't directly tell us a lot of things. So if I were to take an interpretation like that, it definitely seems that way of like, all right, keep doing good things. Anyways, thought that was interesting. And I encourage everyone to, if you see something, if you see a tweet, especially from RH, for example, that don't quite understand at the moment, or it annoys you even, or you're just like, okay, I don't want to think about this right now, whatever. If you come back to it and read it again, or see other people comment on it and maybe get their take or otherwise, like this is one I probably wouldn't even looked at it again anytime soon if I hadn't saw, other comments on it and then read it again. I'm like, man, it really seems like he's saying we good, that type of thing. So There you go. Maybe that's one translation too. Good things come to those who wait. It's almost like delayed gratification tends to work every other time. I personally don't believe this time is different.